if you're seeing this, and I'm going to ask for a moment of your time because I want to share a revelation that I believe more women and young women would benefit from hearing. Now, I can only ever speak from my own perspective and also my perspective of being a woman. But I'm here to tell you that it is so much better, and I promise you, it is so much better to be labelled unapproachable than it is to be easy. Now, I am about 8 months post-breakup. I'm now out of what was nearly a decade-long relationship, and that is, for context, that's really important. When you are in a bubble of a long-term serious relationship, you're in a bubble. You don't have to really know anything that is outside of the parameters of that relationship. And I'm turning 24 this year, and now being single for the first time in nearly a decade, for nearly a year, I've been learning so much that I had no idea about. I didn't understand how you men worked. I didn't understand how us women worked. I didn't understand parameters and body language and what things actually meant, and also understanding it from a neurodivergent standpoint as well. It's just blown my mind in so many ways. But I really want to make this message, and the sun has come out for us as well here, for any woman, any young woman, any teenagers watching this. It's not always a compliment to have people interested in you, because 8-9 times out of 10 from personal experience, it is not from a position of love. It's typically from a position of ease, and it's typically from a position of lust. Now, I know that sounds like I'm perhaps being this is about the least anti-woman thing you will come across all day. I love my women. I love being a woman. I think being a woman is so much more than we even fathom. And I just think that sometimes we get so caught up in the desire to be wanted that we actually forget that being wanted is not the same as being loved. It's not the same as being loved, shown affection, shown reciprocation, shown respect, actual respect, and also a big one for me, it's not the same as being shown loyalty. And like I said, me being single now, and I'm loving being single, I'm loving getting to know myself. I have no interest in getting into a relationship, and I've accepted it's going to take someone very, very serious and very, very special to pull me out of my singledom anytime soon. And that is my boundary, my standard, and I'm sticking with it. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because over the last several months, in lots of conversations, there have been a couple of words that have described me from my nearest and dearest, from my friends, and from people who I've now met and am in conversation with. And that's that I can be, quote, quite intimidating and also a little bit unapproachable. Now, that was news to me. My self-concept is that I'm a genuinely very kind person. What you see is what you get. How I talk to people online here is how I would talk to you if we were to meet up and have a coffee, if I was to see you in person, because I'm the real deal. And you see what you get. I just prefer to operate in an energy of authenticity. But it was news to me that apparently in this world, there are some men who actually find it quite intimidating for women of any age, of the female species of any age, to actually kind of have their shit together. Now, I'm a business owner. I do social media. I've got a pretty decent platform here for you guys to enjoy. I'm quite well known in the tarot community, and I've had a lot of very personal and amazing milestones in my own private life in the background as well. And I'm not even 24 yet. And I've had many experiences that I just couldn't understand. And I am a Leo rising as well, and it's a very common experience for my Leos, is a lot of people being very open to me about their jealousy. I've had some of my closest, most loved people who are still in my life, no longer in my life, be open with me and say that I envied you. I envy you, I'm jealous of what you have, and it caused for me to treat you differently. It caused for me to treat you in a more disrespectful way. And that's hurt me a lot over my life, because I am such a cheerleader. I love to support people. I love to cheer people on. You know, if we are connected, you're going to get support like no other from me, because I love to support other people, because I know how much effort it takes to go out there, to put yourself out there. And I know how intimidating, ironically, that feels to do. So being on the receiving end of people's jealousy, envy, and it actually making them choose to treat me disrespectfully, in a disloyal way, and in a very conceited way, this is why I'm here to tell you that you must not stop chasing and achieving your goals because you're afraid of becoming too much, too high up, too high on your horse, too good. Your standards could not be high enough. And I'm telling you, the right person out there will be absolutely desperate to meet them. And that's why it's actually so important for more of us women to be unapproachable. This is not confusing it with being a bitch, being conceited, being arrogant. It's about never, ever, 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 under no exceptions, do not you dare lower your standards. Not for that man, not for him because he's got some cool tattoos, or for him because he's got a mullet and a mustache. I know that they're delicious, but not everything that delicious is good for you. Some things are a bit toxic, and that in itself should not be something sexy and attractive. Toxic traits should actually now start giving you the ick, and I pray that they do, girl. But I have had my fair share and exposure of a lot of this stuff, and I just want to save you time. Please don't see yourself as, oh, no guy's coming up to me, no one's asking me on a date. In my life, I think I have been taken on about one date. All the rest of them, I had to plan. I had to be the man in the relationship. I had to be my masculine energy. And I'm not doing that anymore. So if that makes me unapproachable until my husband comes along, so be it. Because I'm not here to piss around. I'm not here to be pissed around. I'm not here to whatever. I'm not here to play mummies and daddies for about 2 years and then we never speak again. I don't want to do that. And so if that makes me unapproachable and intimidating to certain types of men, then so be it. If you're intimidated by a woman because she makes more money than you, because she actually has standards, because she has self-respect, because she knows what she wants in life, then you need to look at yourself in the mirror, because that's what we should be encouraging every single little girl, young woman, young female adult, and women at every single stage of their life to be in a state of. You are not asking for too much. You are not conceited. You are not needing to, oh, I should just stop asking for that. As soon as you start lowering your standards, you are absolutely self-abandoning. You are self-betraying, you're self-abandoning. And as someone who did that for years on end, I'm here to tell you, you're not getting a cookie at the end of it. You're getting trauma. You are getting so much pain at the end of it, and you're going to have to grieve for yourself for how you let yourself down. So save yourself that pain as much as you can and learn this lesson now, that you're never asking for too much. You should not be tolerating any form of disrespect. And if any kind of man keeps trying to push your boundaries and force you and rush you, they're not the man for you. But the simple fact of this message is this: you're never asking too much from the right person. It's just true. You in yourself, there is someone out there right now that is praying. They are praying. They are hoping and praying that there is someone just like you that they will cross paths with one day. And guess what? They're not sitting there and going, oh, but I really hope that, that they'll lower their standards for me. And I really hope that they'll take my shit. And I really hope that they don't mind all my red flags. And I really hope that they don't mind if I'm really toxic. They're not thinking that. They're going, I would do anything for that person. So why are you prepared to lower your standards just to try and facilitate a bit of time? Keep your standards so high. Keep yourself so respected, so nourished, so encouraged because it's healthy. It's healthy for you to be a little bit intimidating. It's good for you to be a bit unapproachable, because you know what? That separates the weak from the strong. That separates the wrong from the correct for you. So I just want to remind you of that, because today and for the rest of your life, get that in your head.